Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be ranking my top 29 most favorite games. Now, take in mind, these are all of my Xbox One games. Well, not all of them, considering I excluded puzzle games, because, well, puzzle games. And, a few Xbox 360 games. Now, let's get right into the countdown. Number 29 is Super Hot. This game is really fun because the cool thing about it is time moves only when you move. And it's just a great game to have. And it's only $15 and it's really fun. Number 28 is Assassin's Creed Syndicate. A little like the other games, but in this one it's way bigger than most of the others, aside from Origins. But it is really fun. You take over territories with your gang in London. I've always loved London. It's a really cool place. May consider traveling there. But you should get this game because, well, it's fun, it's brutal, and overall just an enjoyable time. I recommend it. Number 27 is Dead Rising 4. This game is extremely gory, so if your parents or whoever don't allow you to play gory games, you won't be able to get this one because it is really bloody. Not as good as the other titles, but in my opinion, still really fun if you're looking for a fun zombie hack and slash. Number 26 is Titanfall 2. This game is really fun if you're into big giant robots, and it's also somewhat resembling of Call of Duty with giant mechs, but you have classes that resemble robots, stuff like that, grappling hooks. There's a whole bunch of different classes of Titans, and there's one Titan that has a huge gigantic sword, and it's Ronin. He's one of my personal favorites to use, and he also has a shotgun as his primary. Number 25 is Mortal Kombat XL. Like Fallout 4, Dead Rising 4. Sorry, I have so many sequels in here that involve the number 4. I am getting confused. But like Dead Rising 4, this game is extremely bloody. Sorry about that. That it has gallons of blood. There's tongues, intestines, brains, hearts, livers. Anything that is in the body, you name it, it is in here. The fatalities are brutal and awesome if you're into the gore, stuff like that. X-rays, equally brutal. It has awesome DLC characters such as Leatherface, Jason, Predator, Alien. Goro, though, is a DLC, but since I have XL, all of those guys were already in here. So, not a problem if you want XL. It's only $10 more than the base game if you go and get it at GameStop or any place that sells Mortal Kombat XL. Number 24 is Far Cry 3. I call this the ultimate survival game because there are animals such as tigers, there are whatever you want to call a snake, but there are snakes, crocodiles, there are sharks, pirates, not the kind from like Pirates of the Caribbean, but I mean like just enemies pretty much. But this game is extremely fun. I recommend it to any first-person shooter fan out there. It's extremely fun. Great villain, Voss. He is super. I don't know what's the word, but he's just extremely frightening. Great villain. Number 23 is Far Cry 4. It's pretty similar to Far Cry 3, aside from characters and the location and some weapons. But overall, it's a really fun game, and it's really beautiful too. Number 22 on my list is Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. I prefer this because 1, it's Frank West, and 2, there's sandbox mode, which, let me tell you, is extremely fun. Now, it's somewhat, well, I mean, some of the story is a bit different due to there being Frank West. A new area was actually added. It's called Uranus Zone, or Uranus Zone, whatever you want to call it, however you pronounce it. But overall, it's a really, really fun game. Like Dead Rising 4, it's not as detailed, but it's still really gory. Number 21 is Guts and Glory. This game is a lot like Happy Wheels, but it's 3D. Ooh. It is extremely gory. There aren't really any intestines, organs that fly out, but it is bloody nonetheless. Most of my games on here will be pretty bloody. Just a heads up. No gameplay will be shown, of course. But this game is really fun if you're into obstacle course games, and of course, if you're into the gory games. Number Number 20 on my list is Left 4 Dead 2. This game is extremely fun. You go around shooting zombies. It's an FPS. There are melee weapons. Unlike the first game, there are more guns. My personal favorite melee weapon is the axe. My second favorite would be like the cricket bat. And it's just a really fun time overall. Really bloody game. It's really, really fun with friends. And I can't tell you how many memories I have of playing and something going bad or something funny or hilarious happens. Just a really fun game overall. Number 19 is Fallout 4. This game is really, really fun. If you're into like the survival, post-nuclear apocalypse game, I modded the game where it's to the point where I just can't stop playing. I added a Deadpool skin with weapons, turned the feral ghouls into zombies, which allows you to customize how that works. I won't get into detail because I have to go on forever. Fallout 76 background for my Pip-Boy, a whole bunch of stuff. It is really fun, and I just highly, highly recommend it. There's a lot of detail. It's, again, bloody. You can blow off limbs, heads, legs, stuff like that, arms, hands. It's just really fun. Mods make it even better, but be careful because your game may end up crashing like mine did, and I haven't been able to play it for the past 2 months, but I do remember all my fond memories, and this is a really, really fun game. Next up is Dead Island Riptide at number 18. It's over here, but because I got the Dead Island Definitive Collection, which is the remaster for the Xbox One. It is super fun, again, bloody, and an all-around good time if you're into open-world zombie hack and slash. Well, not really hack and slash, but fun games. It's a great deep silver game. They did fix out the bugs from the first game, but so far I haven't really encountered any bugs from the first game. The remastering that they did on this was pretty good, and you should get the collection. It's only $20, so I mean, it's a good deal. And you also get a bonus game, which is not on this list. Number 17 on my list is Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition. Well, pretty much just Shadow of Mordor in general, but I own the Game of the Year Edition. I got it on sale for like $10. It was a steal. Really, really fun game. I recommend it to any, like, Lord of the Rings fan, medieval fan. The gore, again, I mean, there isn't much gore aside from, like, decapitations and stuff, but it's a really, really fun game overall. I love the Nemesis system in this game, because, like, you can, like, scar an orc, like, to the point where it's just tortured, and it will despise you, it gets stronger, has less weaknesses. Great system that Warner Brothers, and I can't remember the name of the other company that partook in this, but it's a really fun game. Number 16 on my list is Dead Rising. This game is so fun. It is a lot like Dead Rising 2. The AI for the survivors is not the greatest. You're just going to want to spam, I forgot what button it is, but you're just going to want to spam whatever button it is that makes you shout to survivors. Crap tons of zombies on screen. This is a great game for any zombie lover. Just really fun overall. Just play it. That's all I have to say. Just play it. Number 15 on my list would be Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. The DLC for 3 that makes everything just neon. Skies are dark. This game is extremely fun. So many 80s references. Just an extremely fun game. Pretty bloody, but not like super, super bloody. But it's a really fun game. I love what they did to all the animals, how they changed them. Storyline is extremely funny. The cutscenes are awesome. And I love all the meta jokes. It's just a great time. It'd be even funnier with your friends because they could experience the jokes with you than alone. Although they may not get it, but if you're an 80s buff like me, you'd probably, most likely, would definitely get the jokes. Great time. Number Number 14 on my list is Assassin's Creed Origins. This game is pretty bloody. It's bloodier than the other games. Bayek's finger gets cut off from his hidden blade that he has. I got the Secrets of the First Pyramid pre-order thing, even though I didn't pre-order the game, which I find is hilarious. And it's a really beautiful game, even on the base Xbox One S or Xbox One in general. You don't even have to have an X. This is an astounding game. Astounding, not astounding, but sorry about that. But really beautiful if you're into the Egyptian history and anything about the Egyptian time. Really cool facts about the pyramids. Just really good story. It's really fun. Just play it. Number 13 is Dead Rising 3. It's better detailed. It's more along the lines of the detail of Dead Rising 4. Combos are awesome. I like how it takes place in Los Perdidos, which is supposed to be the game's version of Los Angeles. Really fun game. Extremely gory, brutal, pretty good story, and spoiler if you haven't played the game, but I love how Chuck returns from Dead Rising 2. Even though he's not in the Dead Rising 2 I have, I just find it cool. Really fun game. I know I said about pretty much every other game on this list, but aren't they all fun? Yeah, I'd say they're all fun. Number 12 is Dead by Daylight, and it's a really fun game. I mean, the killer plays in first person. Survivors have to repair generators or escape on the hatch if they're the last survivor if they have all generators repaired. And it's really tense, really scary. It's a multiplayer game. I have the Special Edition, which is the only edition you can get. I mean, unless you got the PC version, then, I mean, sucks to be you, I guess. But it's a really fun game, and you should play it. If you haven't got it already, you should definitely go consider getting it. It's only, is it $20 to $30? It's one of the two, but either way, you need to get this game. It's a great game for anybody. It's really fun. They have awesome DLC characters such as Leatherface, the pig from Saw, Leatherface is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They have Michael Myers from Halloween. They have Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. Now they just added a clown about somewhat of a month ago, but it's a fun game, great game. I just can't express how much I love this game. It's really fun. Number 11 is Deadpool, the video game. This is what awesome looks like. Me. This game is extremely funny, extremely bloody, especially with the stealth finishers. If you know about Deadpool, how he has the healing factor, the more damage you take, I mean, you heal really fast after like 10 seconds of being damaged, and you don't take any more damage. Your outfit will actually get torn, you'll have huge bullet holes in you, but over time, those actually heal, which I think is a really cool feature. Maybe they'll make a sequel, which I kind of hope they do. The ending isn't the greatest, because, well, I mean, spoiler alert, it's literally just a bunch of minions, and clones, and the bosses you fought is, yeah. The bosses, the ending is extremely, brutally hard, especially on the, well, it's pretty, I'm guessing it's pretty easy. I haven't really beaten the game, but I know the ending, considering I didn't really care about the ending, because, I mean, it's a Deadpool game. The game, and watching reviews on it, stuff like that. It's a really funny game, especially if you get all the jokes, like a stink pickle. If you know what I'm saying, congrats on you, and it's hilarious. Like all the meta jokes, self-referential jokes, stuff like that. And it's just a really, really funny, hilarious game. If you're into hack and slash, or just Deadpool in general, get the game. Number 10 is Dead Island. Now, in my opinion, it's just more fun than the other game. I mean, it's probably because I have more weapons, but, I mean, I just find it to be more enjoyable because the game is beautiful, especially on Xbox One or any of, like, or PS4, either one. It's just a great remaster. It is really fun. Like I said, get the Definitive Collection. Really gory, but really fun, and they did a great job with the game. Back when it came out, it was pretty buggy, but now that they did the remaster, they fixed all those out, mainly, and great time. Just a really fun game. You need to play it. Number 9 is Mafia 3. This game is bloody. I love the shooting. Really good story. Although this game takes place in the 60s and you play as an African-American man, so if you are sensitive against racial issues, you won't want to pick this game up. But if you're fine with any of that, it's a good game. Yeah, so if you're fine with everything, well, I guess you know what to do. Number 8 is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This game has a really nice story. The gameplay is nice. I love, like, the stealth, because it's, I guess, semi-realistic, but it's really fun, nice, like, strategic combat. The ending is a huge twist, by the way. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just a really, really fun game. Number 7 on my list is Friday the 13th, the game. Some of you might be mad that I place this higher than Metal Gear Solid 5, but in my opinion, I just love this game. I love all the cool little Easter eggs from the movies, because I don't know if you know, but I am a huge Friday the 13th fan, and to get this game, if you're any Friday the 13th fan, is just, I'm at a loss for words because this game was even made. I'm glad that it was. Just, I'm amazed that they could pull this off. But now, on to number 6, is it? Yeah, on to number 6. My number 6 on the list is Far Cry 5. This game is so incredibly detailed. The story is pretty good, by the most part. Pretty interesting, I'll tell you that. The game is more beautiful than ever. First game to take place in America. Requirement to get. If you don't, I will find you, and I will think about what I'll do with you. On to my number 5. Now we're in the top 5, but nevertheless, pretty much, yeah, nevertheless. My number 5 is Dying Light. This is a first-person shooter, or FPM, first-person melee, I guess if you want to make that joke. This is made by the same people that made Dead Island Techland. It is way gorier, more detailed, and pretty beautiful. I recommend you get The Following. I got The Following. It is a great game. And I am really, really excited for Dying Light 2 coming out sometime in 2019. Maybe like late 2019, something like that. But nonetheless, I am excited. It is said to be bigger than any of the Dying Light maps ever. So it's bigger than Slums, Old Town, and The Following combined. Now, if that doesn't get you excited, or the gameplay trailer for it, or anything that you've seen for Dying Light 2, I am just hyped as frick for that game. Now, let's get on to number 4. My number 4 is Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. This takes Red Dead Redemption to a whole nother level, adding zombies. I love it when you shoot their heads because it just explodes. It is awesome. It's really detailed. If you take a sniper rifle and just examine the half-exploded head, the tongue will sometimes be left. Sometimes only, like, the eye and, like, the surrounding part, or, like, the whole left side, like, the top left side of the head could be missing and stuff like that. It's just a really fun game, really gory. This is how you do DLC, okay? I hope Red Dead Redemption 2, in my opinion, because I love this so much, I hope Red Dead Redemption 2 will have its own Undead Nightmare, prequel or sequel. And my number 3 on this list is a Kingdom Come Deliverance. It is a medieval open world RPG. Taking from what the developer said, dungeons but no dragons, or Skyrim without any of the unrealistic magic or dragons. I love Skyrim, but I kind of like this more, considering it's really fun. It's $45 at GameStop and $50 to $60 on the Xbox store. I don't know how much it is. Probably like $50 to $60, same as the Xbox Marketplace, but really fun game. The swordplay is tough to master, but once you do, it is really fun. Lockpicking, I still can't handle it. Really fun game in general. Now, you deserve this game. I know you deserve this game. We both deserve this game. Go get it. Now, my number 2 is GTA 5, but more specifically, considering I don't really have the physical copy, but GTA 5, because all those other games that I displayed on my TV screen, I didn't have the physical copy, but I mean, I had the 360 physical copy of GTA 5, but more for the next-gen version, because one, the graphics are a lot better. Well, I mean, like, they're more improved, because the graphics in GTA 5 for the 360 are pretty dang good. They are really, really good on 360 in general, but in Xbox One and PS4, they are even better. The water's amazing, and the next gen, Xbox One and PS4, even has first person if you're into that. Before we get to my favorite game, I'll be listing some honorable mentions. And keep in mind, this is in a random order, no apparent order for the honorable mentions, but let's just get to the honorable mentions. Forza Horizon 2, Dead Space 3, Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, otherwise known as PUBG, The Darwin Project, Roblox, and Far Cry 2. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, my number 1 pick out of all my games is Red Dead Redemption. This game is GTA, but in a Western setting, awesome story, great gunplay, really, really messed up ending. I am hyped up to the freaking heavens, pretty much, because I cannot wait for Red Dead Redemption freaking 2. I am excited, and I cannot wait. I've been going through another Western phase. My first Western phase was waiting till I got my Xbox 360 and getting this. Now, more in depth. This place has pretty much Texas, Mexico, and this place called West Elizabeth, which is pretty small, but it's pretty fun, pretty big. Red Dead Redemption 2 would be I heard that the Red Dead Redemption 2 map actually will be the Red Dead Redemption map, but pretty much adding another Mexico. Yeah, it's pretty much the size of the map. It's pretty much the size of the first game, but with another Mexico on the top. Kind of something like that. That's how I visualize it. But there you go. My top 29 games as of... what month is it? August? Yeah. My top 29 games of August 2018. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the way I put down the list. But if you feel like I put something in a spot that you didn't like, feel free to comment the game that it was and where you would have liked it to be at in the rating system. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, and